Hello and welcome, keepers and believers of the Holy Jar, and welcome to the Post-Awakening full PVE gear guide. The first thing I'm going to actually go over is the fact that the double keen etching meta for Zerkers is actually no longer a thing. Because power is now the new meta for Zerkers. Now, for min-maxing, you're supposed to have 2 power 4s on your weapon and gloves, but honestly, the only way you're going to be able to maintain that power and still have enough crit to run with mystics is to get entropy earrings and keen 3s and get the 24 inners, which I only have the 20. So if you don't have the entropy earrings and all the keens and stuff, this is actually what you're going to want to build. Now you can go with this, you can go 1 power etching. 1 tier 4 power etching is perfectly fine. And this is actually going to be the build for priests. What you're going to want to build for priests is you're going to want to build a bunch of crit factor because their energy stars gives you 40 plus power, 8 attack speed, and I think 20% of both. And then their divine charge is actually going to give you more power. So they're not actually going to give you a lot of crit. They're going to give you crit power, but they're not going to actually give you raw crits. Make sure to have all keen 1s on all of your accessories. Keen 2s or keen 3s if you can afford them, of course. And make sure to get your belt too. I haven't got my belt yet, but that's perfectly fine. And make sure to have a crit brooch, not a power one. I accidentally messed up early game, and I just didn't want to go back because I've already farmed 88,000 experience on it, and there's no way I'm going back to do it again. That being said, that's basically all you're going to want to do for priest. It's pretty standard. You're just going to want to build crit a bunch. But as for mystics are concerned, now this is where it gets interesting because mystics give us 2.2 times crit factor, which means we can come a little below the normal of crit factor, right? So we're actually going to be able to go to plus 232, and when they give us their buff, that's actually going to get us to at like 301, 302 crit factor with the buff, and then that is going to actually get us with the base stat to about 360, 361 around there, which is actually the optimal crit that you want to have as a Zerker, which is the new, I personally think the new crit cap for Zerker is around 360, 355, 360, even 370 if you're really feeling generous and you have the crit for it. But make sure you do not go under 230 because that is the optimal, the most optimal crit. But as far as this is concerned, and as far as accessories are concerned, you want 2 pumped earrings. The rest are going to stay critical, all carvings, but these are going to have pumped 1 to 2 etchings on them. Make sure to have that. And if you have the crit factor and still able to have 230 with all Virsks on, it'll be beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that's basically it for priests and mystics. Now I'm actually going to go over a beginner guide, sort of like an early 65, like late guardian, early frost metal type of build that people can actually start using. You guys can just, you know, work your way slowly up towards the end game, which is what I just went over. So basically, the beginner one is not too different from the late one. You're just going to want to build double crit rolls on brooch and belt, crit in both necklace and circlet, full keen 1 etchings on all your accessories, and double keen 3 etchings on your weapon and gloves that you can farm from IOD. Pretty easy. It'll take you a couple days since they nerfed it, but right now I think the event is actually giving 24 apiece, so make sure to get out there and do that right now while you still can. And if you're running with mystics and you're new, you're just going to want to change the earrings to pumped, and if you still have more than 230 crit, just sacrifice some of those keen Virsks for some pumped Virsk. Just make sure to stay right in the area of 230, and you guys should be pretty good. Now, that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. That's pretty much it, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for gear, make sure to put them down in the comment section below, and make sure to check the description for the community Discord if you haven't already joined it. We're super awesome. We're talking in there. We're playing together. I post when I'm going to update videos and when I'm going to go live on live streams, whether it be on YouTube or Twitch. So make sure to go follow me on there, and most importantly, make sure to praise the Holy Jar and make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!